Well, Ettere's European bakery and restaurant provides an authentic experience with innovative European favorites made fresh daily while being served in a cheerful and relaxed atmosphere. And now that wedding season is here, Ettere's wants to help those soon-to-be married couples with a wedding cake that will truly make a statement on their special day. Here to give us all the yummy details are Ettere's head director, Maribeth Buhar, and decorators Evangelina and Gloria. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you. Hi.
Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Of course, it's a pleasure.
So we're talking about wedding cake season. What are some of the trends that you're seeing?
Well, today what we're really seeing, which is a little bit odd for Sacramento, is the naked cake.
Oh, hello.
Right.
You had me at naked.
Naked,
hello.
yeah.
Okay.
We don't really do the naked cake. We do something like a sexier version. I like to call it the lingerie cake. The reason for that is because it's not completely naked, and I guess some of the magazines or the wedding places would actually call it semi-naked, but like I said, at Ettere's we do things here a little bit sexier, so we call it the lingerie cake.
Okay.
The girls right now are just kind of finishing up on how we would fill that top tier, but essentially all it is it's like a naked cake, which means there's no frosting on the outside.
Okay. Got
but
it.
the lingerie cake has a little bit of a coat on the outside, and then it's scraped off a bit just to show a peekaboo of what we're doing.
That's
Hence
the lingerie. Okay, that's
Yes,
cute. That's
yes.
good. I love that.
And that does a couple of things. One thing is with the naked cakes in Sacramento, things tend to dry out quite a bit. We have really dry weather here.
With the heat, right.
Exactly. So when you do the naked cake, what you normally have is no frosting. When we do the lingerie cake, you've got the frosting on the outside that keeps that sponge pretty moist. So that when a wedding cake is sitting out for 2 to 3 hours,
Right.
you've got the moisture still there.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah.
So Eva's just kind of finishing up on that top tier, and then when we pan over to her ladies, she'll put that on top, and then we'll finish it off for you.
Okay.
But typically this trend, either you decorate it with fresh fruits, berries, fresh flowers. Sometimes we can do it with sugar flowers, but most of the brides that choose this cake are having like that rustic kind of wedding in the barn, outside. We don't normally recommend it in Sacramento because we have no idea if it's going to be 70 degrees or 100 within a day's time.
Yeah.
So we always have that delivery service for the brides to get that cake there just before.
Oh, that's fabulous. And take us through a couple of these cakes you brought over here. These are
These are
gorgeous.
some of our most trendiest cakes. They're really popular. The new doing the different shapes and sizes is pretty popular at this time. I think the brides are getting a little bit tired of just the same old 4-inch height. So this plays around and with the heights a little bit, and it gives us the opportunity to play around with designs a bit as well.
It sure does.
Gold is super in right now, and so is the marbled effect. I'm sure you've seen a couple things that have come across as far as those the cakes with all the crystals on them and everything.
Yeah.
So that's super popular too. The chalkboard one over here is super popular as well.
I've never seen that before. That
really?
is really cool.
Oh gosh, it's everywhere, including in decorative things for your home. I think.
Yeah. That's so funny that you can do it on a cake too.
Absolutely, you can. And all it is a chocolate fondant. It tastes delicious. Okay.
It's edible.
This one back here was actually done by our lovely Paulette over here. She hand painted this cake on the fondant and then finished it off with a hand painted sugar flower. So
oh my gosh.
This whole kind of 20s Art Deco look is really in as well.
Okay.
So when you're a bride coming into Ettere's, you can certainly go as simple as the naked lingerie cake, or you can go as fancy as the golden marbles.
And take us through a little bit of the consultation that you have with brides and grooms and for the wedding cakes. How does that work?
Well, it's wonderful because you spend a whole hour with me.
Hello.
But it's also super wonderful because we give a full tasting. So you get to try all 9 available wonderful flavors over at Ettere's. We'll spend the hour going over pricing, size options, how many servings you need, whether or not you need extra supplemental cakes, and I try to answer as many questions as possible, and even sometimes prompt some of the brides if they're not asking me the right ones.
Oh, good. Okay, I was going to ask that too. But you mentioned the tasting. So how many flavors do you have, or how many tastings?
There are
can they
9.
do? Okay.
9 full flavors, and you get 9 full slices, and they're absolutely delicious. And no, I do not eat them with the brides, because if I did, that would be super dangerous when you're doing like 7 appointments a day, right? 9 slices every hour.
That would be a bit much.
Yeah, a bit.
And as far as pricing goes, are you willing to work with brides and grooms, or how does that work?
Well, we do have a minimum price range, and actually the naked lingerie or buttercream cakes are our rock bottom pricing cakes, and those start at $6.50 a serving, and then they go all the way up from there. So depending upon the designs that you choose or how many elements are used on the actual cake, that will determine the pricing. And we've pretty much figured that out by just kind of experience and how long it takes and how much the materials cost, because it does take quite a bit of time. Obviously, we're only in a 5-6 minute segment here, but we did pre-prep this, and so Eva's kind of prepared already. But when you're doing a cake as an artist, you really don't know what you're going to do sometimes,
right?
Unless it's right in front of you.
Absolutely, that's the part of the artistry of you. I mean, you're an artist at this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, what are some of your favorite flavors? I'll ask Ava over there. What's your favorite flavor?
I would say all of them. All of them are my favorite. Yes.
Good answer.
She doesn't have to do the consultation, so she can say that.
Right.
And probably eat 9 slices and be totally fine.
And what's your favorite flavor? Do you have one?
I do. Okay. I love the carrot and the red velvet, and those are super dangerous. I have a roommate who sometimes gets some leftovers, and he calls them my little white boxes of happiness that we bring home and leave in the fridge. And so, yeah, that's for my best friend and my roommate who just loves to eat them. So.
And in general, are there some certain flavors that brides and grooms tend to go toward?
Our most popular flavors are probably going to be the first 3 that are usually on our tasting list, and that's the princess torte, the fruit basket, and the strawberry white chocolate mousse. Many people at weddings tend to think that they want to get like a lighter cake, or they want to serve a lighter cake because they're, serving a full dinner or lunch.
Right.
So you don't want to get anything too heavy, but nowadays, with a little bit younger people getting married and kind of the hipster thing going on, they don't really care. It's just whatever they think tastes good. So we're seeing a lot of carrot and red velvet making their comeback here in the wedding cakes.
Oh, some old school.
They add some super cool colors to the naked cake as well. So as you can see, this has kind of a browning to it, but when you do it in a chocolate or a red velvet, it adds that deeper pop to it, which looks super cool. And Eva did a fabulous job on that there.
Yeah, that looks gorgeous. Good job, my friend. That looks absolutely gorgeous.
And go ahead.
Oh no, so that's she would still work on that a little bit, or is that?
She would. That most of the time, this I would probably tell her. I'd walk by and say, "Okay, that's good. Leave it alone."
Yeah, yeah. Because once you start messing with it, then
you do. And then sometimes brides have their own toppers that we'll put on there. Other times, when the delivery driver will get there, some of our delivery guys might add a couple things to the bottom.
Okay.
Or you might have some really good wedding coordinators that will set up the table and probably scatter whatever fresh flowers or berries they have left over at the bottom as well.
Okay.
Which they usually come back to us looking pretty good. So
good. Well, it looks gorgeous as is. Great job, my friend. And where can folks go for more information?
You can go to our website at www.edera.com. You can also contact me directly on the phone at 482-0708, and that's extension 1. Or you can email me.
Oh, there you go.
weddingcakes@edera.com, and that information is also available on the website under wedding cakes.
Fabulous.
And you will talk to me personally and book the appointment with me personally.
Oh, great. God, I want to spend an hour with you.
You can.
Okay, good.
Come over anytime. Absolutely.
I really want to spend an hour with her. Thank you guys for being here. This is awesome.
Thank you for having us.